Good morning. I'm Victoria Savage, Nurse Savage on your side, your wisdom guided oracle. And I wanted to talk to you a little bit today about this full moon lunar eclipse that we are in the energy of right now. It's an incredibly powerful energy. I'm sure many of you, just like me, have been feeling it, maybe in some tiredness, some disjointedness, disconnectedness, difficulty getting things done. It is working heavily on us. So I suggest you take advantage of it. This is a time to release, and the solar configuration out there, this cosmic configuration of planets that's coming in, and with this lunar eclipse is a completion time. So something you've been wanting to make happen, you've been working towards, it really just hasn't been maybe making a lot of forward movement. This will shift now. So you really want to be in the position to run with it when it does, and get a piece of paper out. List the things that you no longer want to journey within this life. And the likelihood over the last few weeks, it's a lot of old crap that's been coming up for you in your mind, in your belief system. Things will go well for a while and you go, oh, yay, now I'm doing it. And then all your old programming steps in and goes, who the hell do you think you are? You can't do that. You're not worthy of that. You're a loser. No wonder that doesn't work. It's just who you are. All that bullshit. I invite you to release now those as well, but they came up for you for a reason, to be released, so that you are aware that they are there. And that's hugely important in all of this. So the first card that came up, the overarching theme is Angel of Balance. That beautiful card and that beautiful message. It is time to bring yourself into balance. And for many of you, that means treating yourself kinder, allowing your less than wonderful aspects to not derail you, to not get caught up in that whirlpool of self-hatred, self-doubt, self-loathing, self-disbelief that is so easy to fall into. And the fear, there's a lot of fear being propagated right now by the powers that were. Um, they want to keep you in fear, both sides of the media, whether you listen to the liberal media, the conservative media. I don't know of one media outlet that isn't now just a commentary, opinion, editorial. Quit letting them shake you from pillar to post. Quit letting them bring you into the chaos that is solely propagated by them, because people that are in fear are easier to control. So get out of that. Get your high points of the news, what's going on in 5 minutes. Listen to whoever and then turn it off. Don't go there again. Work inside. Bring yourself into balance, because remember, your energy is affecting the collective too. The fewer of us that are propagating more fear, more chaos, more, all of this baloney, the better. And the less power it has with each one of us that sheds our light in a higher vibration. The next card that came up was the Angel of Strength, but it came up in reverse, which is telling us that you are not fully understanding your power and the strength you have in this world. The mantra I use all the time, I am open, I'm willing, I'm ready, guide me to whatever you believe that higher power is. Like I say, they do not care what we call them. It is that we call them that matters. So Angel of Strength in reverse is saying you are not fully understanding how powerful you can be in this world, especially when you start taking charge of your own vibratory stance, bringing yourself into a place of higher vibration. A gratitude practice, first 1 minute every morning, will shift your vibration. If you can do it more, and then throughout the day, whatever you lay your eyes on. I'm looking out my window at a golden catalpa tree right now, beautiful, huge leaves. It is such beauty. That's something in my life that I'm grateful for, that I get to acknowledge and see the beauties of all these plants out there right now as they're beginning to move into the winter phase where they'll no longer be there. Then there will be other beauty for me to choose to look at. So use your own power to raise your vibration and then be that powerhouse in the world, whatever that looks like. It could be very, very different than what this looks like. This is one of the things I get to do in my path, and my mission in life is to encourage others and to bring them the wisdom that comes through me. It has always come through me. And I've been that way shower, lighthouse for people most of my life. I didn't always understand it or know it. I just knew what people would feed back to me. And then I'd go, oh, well, wow, huh, who knew? So choose to understand your power more. Choose to let go of what is staying in the way of you living more in your power. The next one that came up was the dove spirit, be peace. The way to propagate peace in the world is to be peace. Don't let the circumstances or other people throw you off of that. Sometimes it can be very difficult to, that's weird. It can be very difficult to live in a peaceful situation inside when the collective is so fearful and in chaos and in reaction and aggression. You will get a warning if you commute at all as to what the energy people are feeling is by the way they're driving on a regular basis. Some days everybody's cool, calm, and collected, leaving a couple car lengths, going under the speed limit. The next day you could be going 5 miles over the speed limit and people are still passing you, cutting in front of you too close, being aggressive. Pay attention. That's one way you can know the energy people are feeling at this point and today. So you be the peace. You choose to affect the world from a place of peace. And some of you may not even know what that looks like. That is one of my favorite statements to who I call God. I don't even know what that looks like. I'm open, willing, and ready, though, to be shown. And that's really the powerful way to live, because we don't have that 30,000 foot view that our guides, angels, companions have. And while they don't move us around the chessboard, they can tap us on the shoulder and go, do you see that? Do you see what's coming for you? Check that out. The next card that came up was door to value. Look at all that lovely stuff, the money, the jewels, the riches, and look behind, it's all just gold. And that came up upright. As we release the things standing in our way, and again, this is a time of completion. This is a time of letting go and a time of the things that you've been working on will come to fruition, but there are things that you want to release. And this full moon is the perfect time to make the list of what I want to release. I choose to release is what you might want to write at the top of that page, because that's you and your power, not I'd like to release. I hope I can release. I really wish I could release. That's bullshit. All of it. What are you choosing? You have so much power. Recently did a wedding where the bride was in ER the night before and back that morning because, well, I didn't know till I got there and talked to her, but she had gotten, I mean, it was stress and dehydration, and she still was feeling crummy when I got there. And they decided that they would not then be able to do their vows because she just didn't have it. And she probably wasn't going to do the reception, which was at an amazing place and was going to be gorgeous. So I went in and I really didn't know why she was in ER until I said, so what's been going on? And she said, well, I think it's just dehydration and I just feel awful. I'm so tired. I don't have any energy. And so I talked to her and I told her, I said, she was a speech therapist. And I said, you remember I'm a nurse, right? And she said, yeah. And I said, okay, you have so much power in intention around your body. Start telling yourself when you take that breath and you're so tired and you go, I feel great. I have really high energy. I am so excited about this today. It's going to be so much fun. I feel great. I have really high energy. My body feels really good. I feel comfortable. I'm so excited. Really start talking to yourself, because you will shift how you're feeling right now. I can promise you if you do that. And the more feeling you add in, the better. And of course, she wanted to participate in her wedding and be at the reception. And so then the bridesmaids and I got around her, because one of them said something. I don't remember what it was, but we just stood around her in a circle and just shed love on her, high vibration, high energy, perfect health for about a minute. Then I left and went down to wait where I wait. And when it was time for the wedding to start and I stood up front, the husband to be came up and he leaned over and he said, "I don't know what you said to her, but she feels so much better." And then the day after, they both texted me at how much fun they'd had at the wedding. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All I did was remind her of the power she had. And you have that power too. If you don't know what that looks like, I invite you to look me up and we'll start working on that for you because we all have it. So, the door to value. What are you choosing to create? What have you been working on? The completion time is done for that. But there are some things likely standing in your way, and it's all inside you. So you want to use your power to release those things, add in the power of the moon, because why not? It's there for us. Get your crystals out today. Some people say that you don't want to do that on eclipse. I disagree, but you make your own decision about it. And the next one is learn from the past. Learn from the belief systems you've had, that beautiful elephant, from the belief systems. And likely these things have been coming up, these old ways of believing about yourself, thinking this, I can't do this. I don't know who I think I am. I'm just so tired of trying. I'm such a loser. I can't ever do anything right. All that junk. Let it go. It came up for a reason for you because you are the creator of this life, and that is no longer going to help you create. It is no longer worth your energy and your time. So release those old beliefs, release the I'm a loser belief, write them on that piece of paper and then burn it tonight, and intend for those energies to release into the light of heaven. And you're going to take in new in the positive present tense. I am a winner. I am an amazing creator of life that I love to live. I'm a money generator because it loves me and I love money. All the power, positive, present tense phrases. Choose those. The next one that came up was anxiety in reverse, which means that is coming to an end. You get to journey on without that same level of anxiety. Most of the time, anxiety comes from a place that doesn't exist. The past performance, past belief systems, or the future. And thank God the future has never worked out how my imagination can make it when I'm in an anxiety state. So it is time to allow the anxiety to go. No longer call it my anxiety. Don't call anything that you don't want to hold on to mine. My arthritis, my back pain, my cancer, my whatever. Start changing that verbiage now. The cancer I was diagnosed with, the pain that I journey with, the anxiety that I've experienced throughout life. Those are very, very, very powerful ways to speak, because the more you own it, the harder it is for your mind and spirit to let go of it. So start letting go with your words and releasing that. Trust in divine detours. So it is a time of completion right now. And I invite you to choose that the completion is your limiting beliefs, the way you stopped yourself, held yourself back in the world. It is time to step into your power and know that sometimes that's going to look very different than you thought it was. The divine detour. If an opportunity that seems like it could be really good, but boy, that is so not on the path I've been, comes up, trust in divine detours. Consider just jumping and allowing that in. The next card that came up was embrace the internal mother. This is the last one. This is the wild woman rising. And this is all about you, nurturing you, allowing you to thrive, going back to those times that created those limiting beliefs. You generally, they're formed between ages 2 and 7. That's when we figure out how we walk in the world, how the world walks with us, who we are. And so many limiting beliefs can come in because we have a child's perspective. And as an adult, it really doesn't serve us anymore and isn't necessary to look at the world like that. So be open, willing, and ready to be shown what it is that is holding you back. Go in there as the divine mother, your inner mother, and do in your mind what should have been done or said to you at that time. I had a client once who missed the bus from this event home, and she was like 7, and everybody was gone. She'd gotten lost or whatever, and she was so scared. And here came the police. They found her, brought her home, and her dad whipped her instead of, going, "Yeah, why weren't you there on time? And, honey, we were so worried," and embraced her. He whipped her. And as she was an adult telling me that, she started to cry. That's how much effect it still had on her. And so we went back together, and she embraced that little girl and did for her what should have been done to her at that time. Even though, I mean, they were scared, yes, but they had to understand that she was also scared. And maybe they didn't, but her doing it the way she knew she needed it is a powerful way to heal the past. So do some of that. It's very important that you go there because this card is hugely powerful. Embrace the inner mother. Do nurture yourself, because that's going to be far more effective in you moving forward than you beating yourself up even more. I think we are complete for this full moon. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful that you listen to this. And whenever you're listening to this, the message is perfect. Even if you're not on the full moon lunar eclipse, the message is what you needed to hear. So trust that. Thanks for joining me. I'm Victoria Savage, Nurse Savage, on your side, your wisdom guided oracle.